Education Principal Secretary Belio Kipsang today appeared before the Public Accounts Committee to answer queries regarding the report of the Auditor General concerning the accounts of the State Department for Basic Education for the year ended 30th June 2022.
One side is reporting a different figure.
Legislators questioned Kipsang about the ministry's failure to disburse the full 65 billion shillings capitation for the first term of the school year, which is nearly coming to an end. Schools should receive 50% of capitation in the first term, 30% in the second term, and 20% in the third term, but only 25% has been released so far.
Is it also not true that the figures we are giving today were established around there about 2015, 2017, and even the inflation over the period of goods and services cannot reflect the 22 for service delivery in the education sector.
Kipsang assured the committee that the remaining 16.25 billion would be disbursed in the coming days. He, however, urged Parliament to increase the ministry's budgetary allocation to cater for an increase of over 1 billion students, saying this had forced the allocated capitation down from 22,000 shillings to 17,000.
In all my schools, for example, the day schools, there's always a standard deficit of about 14,000, 13 or 14,000 or thereabouts. So that even whatever effort we make as MPs to give bursary, there's always still another difference.
The appropriation that is given to the ministry has been a block figure at around 65 billion shillings, while our student population has been growing. At the time that that amount was increased to that amount, we had 3.2 million children in our secondary schools. Today, as of January, we have 4.2 million students in our secondary school, but the amount that's continued to be given is around between 64 and 65 billion. We can only divide that amount by the number of learners.
The committee also raised concerns over unauthorized levies charged by schools, which have lamented disruptions to their operations following delays in capitation.
You always talk big. The CS comes out talking big, breathing fire. That this time we find anyone charging extra levy will be penalized and punished. We have never had anyone. Is it that you are giving unrealistic conditions? That you know very well that these schools have to charge extra levies? Or we have principals who have just become rogue.
The Presidential Working Party gave some recommendations. We have done 14 bills that is coming to the House, and some of these bills will be trying to address how some of these enforcement can be done. And without being preemptive, we hope that when these bills come to the House, then it will be able to assist us in addressing some of the challenges.
Muriel Adhiambo, K24 TV, Nairobi.